Okay, next we have Into the Hells, Axe Druid, book number 3, written by Christopher Johns. It is 419 pages, $5.99. It is available on Kindle Unlimited, and here's the author's description. Hunting for allies, a rescue mission that goes against the natural order. Time to delve deep. Zeke and his friends have a final few obstacles standing in their way before they can try and find a way into the Hells. Everything to this point has been an effort to rescue their buddy Balmur. One obstacle happens to be a mythical beast that might sooner eat them than help them. But no big deal, right? Beyond that, all the group needs to do is find the hidden city of the High Elves and convince them to join their cause. Searching and survival. If only it were that easy. Now there is an active opposition to their goals and of saving not only this world from wars of influence, but Earth as well. Will a hungry beast be picking his teeth with their bones? Even if they survive long enough to search for Balmur, the best case scenario is having the team dive into the Hells. So there we go. Full disclosure, I received advanced copy for review, but purchased a copy when it became available. This is actually a very easy review. This is the third book in the series. Book 1 I had issues with. Book 2 was better. Like, it solved some of the issues I had, and I enjoyed it a lot more. Book 3 continues on in being entertaining and not having, in continuing to kind of improve the storytelling and making sense, connecting these adventures. The story is very slice of life. And that the main character in this group kind of just go on these adventures, and eventually there are kind of these like smaller quest goals that are supposed to be tied together, with some ultimate purpose of saving this world from malevolent forces, and by extension Earth. However, those larger series goals don't always make sense, or like they don't always like tie into it directly. I've had criticism before, like, oh, remember there were storylines in book 1 that just weren't addressed at all in book 2? Well, finally in book 3 they're addressed, and I like that aspect of it, even if they were given like probably less time than I thought they would have, considering how important they were made out to be. They were still absolutely addressed, and I like the fact that there was some actual progression in some of these series goals and some of the quest lines from book 1 and book 2. The story on the whole is light on RPG mechanics, but sometimes I should say light on RPG progression occasionally, but it's still an intriguing story. There's good crafting, and there's more of a solo story in the first quarter, which was actually really enjoyable for me. I like smaller stories personally, and it was a nice counterbalance to like some of the larger scale battles and group stuff in like the mid and late portions of the novel. And again, just be aware that the novel is slice of life, and so there's sometimes some randomish adventures the main characters go on his own quest. But again, it makes some solid progress on several storylines established in book 1 and 2, which I was happy to see. So the novel gets an improved score of 7.3 to 10. Into the Hells, Axe Druid, book number 3, with the score of 7.3 to 10. The novel continues to series get better and better, so the scores are, of course, matching that particular that pathway. They're getting higher. So it's 7.3 to 10 for Into the Hells, Axe Druid, book number 3.